Start changing, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are discussing about special focus on GST audit. These are the points I am discussing in GST audit. Applicability of GST audit, GST audit checklist, special points to be considered. First, applicability of GST audit. Need for GST audit and meaning. As per Section 35, Subsection of 5 of the GST Act, audit under GST involves examination of records, returns and other documents maintained by GST registered person. Means, first we need, while doing audit, we need to examine records, returns and other documents maintained by the GST registered person. I will explain in the accounts and records. Here, the meaning of accounts and records. As per Section 35, Subsection 1 of the GST Act, every registered of registration, a true and correct account of A. Production or manufacturing of goods, inward and outward supply of goods or services, or both. Third point, stock of goods, input tax creditable, output tax payable and paid, and such other particulars has been described. These are the accounts. This is the meaning of accounts and records, which should be maintained by the taxpayer. This is link this message. Hello. Hello. Okay. It also ensures correctness of the turnover declared, tax paid, refund claimed, input tax credit avoided, and access other such compliances under GST Act to be checked by an authorized person. Authorized expert. It means GST audit ensure the correct turnover of the turnover declared in GST returns and tax paid. Any taxpayer has claimed any refund claim or input tax credit avoided, or this should be checked by the authorized expert. Either it can be chartered accountant or cost accountant.
Sir, no.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Network issues. Continue చేస్తాను. Third one, GST is a trust-based taxation regime wherein a taxpayer is required to self-assess his tax liability, pay taxes and file returns. GST is a trust-based tax regime. In this, a taxpayer has to self-assess the tax payment of tax and file returns. Fourth, thus, to ensure whether the taxpayer has correctly self-assessed his tax liability, a robust audit mechanism is a must. In GST audit, taxpayer has to self-assess his tax liability. A report audit mechanism is a strong and healthy mechanism. GST audit is a strong and healthy mechanism. Fifth, various measures are taken by the government for proper implementation of GST, and audit is one among them. Government is taking steps to proper implementation of GST. Among them, GST audit is one of the steps in it. Okay. Have you any doubts regarding applicability? Hello? Hello? Third slide, sir. The fourth slide. After that, next slide, sir. I am explaining. Okay, I explain next slide. Okay, sir. I will share you. Can you present that, sir? Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm sending through mail. అంటే టర్న్ లో జాబ్ వర్క్ ఇంక్లూడ్ అయింది అండ్ ఎక్స్క్లూడ్ అయింది. ఆ జాబ్ వర్క్ మీనింగ్ ఏంటో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారా సార్? సప్లై.
ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ನಾನು ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
సార్ మ్యూట్ చేశాను సార్. నెక్స్ట్. Determination of tax payable. As per section 35 subsection of 6 of GST Act, subject to the provisions of class H of subsection 5 of section 17, where the registered person failed to account for the goods and services are both in accordance with the provision of subsection 1, the proper officer determine the amount of tax payable on the goods or services or both that are not accounted for as if such goods or services or both had been supplied by such person and the provisions of section 73 or section 75 as the case may be shall apply for the determination of such tax. Here, in some cases, we are not able to determine the tax liability, how much we need to pay. In that case, proper officer will determine the amount of tax payable. Here, section 17, subsection 5 of subclass H is goods stolen, goods lost or stolen, destroyed, write off or disposed of by way of gift or free samples. In this case, we are not able to identify the tax payable. In that case, proper officer will explain. And also section 17, subsection 1. If you are using the goods for both personal and your business, In that case also, proper officer can determine the amount of tax payable. So next slide. So, mm. uh, Anybody have doubts regarding applicability of GST audit? Ah, aggregate turnover. Yes, a previous section. Yes. Mm. Oh, oh. Can I start now? Next, GST audit checklist and special points. First one, cross-verifying GSTR 3B with GSTR 1 and GSTR 2A. These are the important things that we will get covered under this point. First, accurate ITC. As per section 16 subsection 1 of GST Act, every registered person shall subject to such conditions and restrictions as may be prescribed and in manner specified in section 49 be entitled to take credit of input tax charged on supply of goods or services or both to him which are used or intended to be used in the course of furtherance of business, and said amount shall be credited to electronic credit ledger of the such person. Accurate ITC means if a person as a taxpayer purchased some goods or services for his for the business purpose and he is using the personal use also, and he is claiming credit on for both the credit business purpose and personal use. That is not correct. So we need to check whether he is claiming for which is used for business, or and he is not claiming credit on which the goods are used for the personal business. Only the uh, only only the credit can be claimed which is used for furtherance of his business. If he claimed excess, then we should if he claimed for personal purpose also, then we need to reverse that also. So that we need to reconcile the GSTR 3B with the GSTR 2A to ensure that the taxpayer is not claiming excess input tax credit. In case if the taxpayer has claimed any excess, any ITC in excess, then they need to pay interest and penalty as may be prescribed. Amendment in GSTR. In case of the GST order find any mismatch between the GSTR 3B and GSTR 2A, then in such a case, the auditor need to direct the management to amend the invoice in summary level in GSTR 1 by filing GSTR 1A. If any mismatch in sale invoice, we can amend to GSTR 1A by filing amendment of invoice. Second, checking the format of invoice. As per section 31 section 2 of GST Act, before one GST 1 amendment, sir, invoice amendment. అంతే సార్ ఇంకా రాలేదు సార్. ఏ అంటే అమెండ్మెంట్ అంటే GSTR 1 లో ఇన్వాయిసెస్ అమెండ్ చేయొచ్చు అన్న మీనింగ్ లో పెట్టాను. Checking the format of invoice. Format of invoice play a very crucial part in GST. A registered person supplying taxable services shall, before or after the provisions of service, but within a prescribed period, issue a tax invoice showing the description value, tax charge thereon, and such other particulars as may be prescribed. In case if the invoice format varies, the GST auditor can advise the management to amend the invoice structure or format as may be prescribed. There are many incidents where the taxpayer was using different invoice structure. So keeping in this mind, government has introduced e-invoice where the invoice scheme will remain the same throughout. In tax invoice, they should maintain a description column, tax invoice, HSN code column, quantity, and these columns should be maintained. Um, all should be there in that invoice. So that only government has introduced this e-invoicing. With e-invoicing, they introduced this invoice for the GST format, tax invoice format. So next, still not included. Input tax credit, reversal for non-payment within 180 days. As per section 16, subsection 2 of GST Act and Rule 37, where a recipient fails to pay to the supplier of goods or services or both, other than supplies on which tax is payable on reverse charge basis. The amount towards the value of supply along with the tax payable thereon within a period of 180 days from the date of issue of invoice by the supplier. An amount equal to the input tax credit availed by the recipient shall be added to his output tax liability along with interest thereon in such a manner as may be prescribed. Means if you raised an invoice on 1st April but still they are not paid on 31st October, means invoice exceed 180 days, then you claimed input tax credit. That input tax credit should be reversed. While paying output tax credit, that should be added to output tax liability. The period between the invoice date and the payment date shall not exceed 180 days. They should pay within 180 days and they can claim credit. Otherwise, they need to reverse that input tax credit. So, reconciling. Yes. Reconciling e-way bills with invoices. The taxpayer can move goods from one place to another only of generating an e-way bill. So by reconciling the e-way bill data with invoices, the auditor can determine if there is any bogus entries made in the records by the taxpayer. We should check if they are moving goods from one state to another state or within the state. We need to check the e-way bills, whether they are rising on the same day or another day and the taxable value and GST amount is correctly appear in the e-way bill or not. That's the next. Uh, Transactions of previous year declared in the returns of the current year. This should be reflecting GSTR-9 in table 10, 11, 12 and 13 of the annual return of previous year shall be considered. These tables belonging to the supplies, IDs of the previous year declared reduced in the current year. We shall calculate the current year amount with the adjustment of previous year data. So, next slide, sir. Hello. If you open GSTR-9 in portal, it will show like this. Actually, fully it is not coming. So, full raw receipt, paste is next. లేదు ఫుల్ చేశాను సార్ నా దాంట్లో లేదు సార్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది సార్ here 10, 11, 12, 13 for financial year 2017-18 particulars of the transaction of for the financial year 17-18 declared in the returns between April 2018 till March 19. For financial year 18-19, particulars of the transaction for the financial year 18-19 declared in the returns of April 19 till September 19. This is used for if some sale invoice or credit invoice you missed in 17-18, but you rectified in 18-19. Then we should add here supplies, table 10, supplies, tax declared through amendments plus net of debit notes. We should add here if you are paying more tax, if you are paying invoices in 18-19. In table 11, if you some purchase bills or credit notes, all these are you missed in 17-18 and now you are adjusted in 18-19, then you should mention in 11. And reversal of ITC in 12 table. ITC availed for the previous financial year. Is it? Particular debit notes. Supply. Okay. Short. Table 10. Credit notes will come. 1920. Only those two. Okay. And 12, reversal of ITC. ITC during the previous financial year. 13, ITC availed for the previous financial year. All these are declared in table 11, 12 and 13. You should ensure while doing GST audit, you should check if any in 17-18 whether you have paid in 18-19 or you have claimed a reversal of ITC. You should check while filing GST, doing GST audit 2018-19. Next. Transactions of current year declared in returns of next financial year. These transactions will go in table 11, 12 and 13 of the current year's annual return. Now how will we able to reflect in the correct amount of current year? Current financial year turnover adjustments minus turnover of previous financial year shown in the current financial year. That should be less. Why? Because that is relating to previous year. And turnover of previous financial year reduced in current financial year. That should add. And total as per return. This total turnover, it will come here. This is the how to check. This is the calculation for turnover. Next slide. How to calculate ITC of current year. ITC claimed in return. Previous year ITC should be reduced and ITC reversed for the previous financial should be added. And total ITC you can get here. And the next slide. Ineligible input tax credit. Ineligible input tax credit should we can know from section 17 subsection 5 of GST Act. Notwithstanding anything contained in the subsection 1 of section 16 and subsection 1 of section 18, input tax credit shall not be available in respect of the following only. Motor vehicles for transportation of persons having approved seating capacity of not more than 13%, including the driver, except when they are useful within the following supplies. If a taxpayer is maintaining motor vehicle and seating capacity is also not more than 13%, then he should not claim the input tax credit. If he is using motor vehicle for the following purposes, then only he should claim the input tax credit. Further supply of such motor vehicles, transportation of passengers, imparting, training or driving such motor vehicles. These three cases, a taxpayer can claim the input tax credit. The next. Next, vessels and aircraft, except when they are used for making the following taxable supplies, namely further supply of such vessels or aircraft or transportation of passengers or imparting training or navigating vessels or imparting training or flying such aircraft. In these four cases, he can claim the ITC. For transportation of goods also he can claim. Here, services of general insurance servicing, repair and maintenance in so far as they relate to motor vehicle vessels or aircraft referred in Class A or Class A. So for in this case, he is not able to claim the input tax credit. Here, provide that input tax credit in respect of the following services shall be available. Where the motor vehicle vessel or aircraft referred in Class A or Class AAA are used for the purpose specified therein, where received by a taxable person engaged in the manufacturing of motor vehicles or vessels or aircraft, he can claim the input tax credit in manufacturing. Next. Next slide. In the supply of general insurance, services in respect of such motor vehicles, vessels or aircraft insured by him, he can claim. The following supplies of goods or services are both food and beverages, outdoor catering, beauty treatment, health services, cosmetic and plastic surgery, leasing, renting or hiring of motor vehicles, vessels or aircraft referred in Class A or Class AA, except when used for the purpose specified therein, life insurance and health services. Food and beverages, outdoor catering, beauty, healthcare services, or blocked credits. They cannot claim this ITC. If they used for these, except when used for the purposes specified therein, if they used for the below purpose, provided that input tax credit in respect of such goods or services, such goods means food and beverages, or both shall be availed, where an inward supply of such goods or services or both is used by a registered person for making an outward taxable supply of the same category of goods or services, or both as an element of taxable composite or mixed supply. Only in this case, they can claim the input tax credit. Membership of club health and fitness centers, and travel benefits of extended to employee on vacation of has leave or home travel concession. In these two cases, he cannot claim input tax credit, provided that input tax credit in respect of such goods or services. Where it is obligatory from an employer to provide the same to its employee under any law for the time being in force. If these two survey said it would connect. Hello, screen share. Screen in రావట్లేదు సార్. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది సార్. వచ్చింది. Goods or services surplus received by a taxable person for construction of any immovable property other than plant and machinery on his own account, including when such goods or services are both used in the course of furtherance of business. For the construction of immovable property, he cannot claim the input tax if it is using for his furtherance of business. This is also a blocked credit. Next slide. Goods or services is proposed on which tax has been paid under Section 10. Section 10 means composition scheme. They were not able to claim input tax credit. And next one, goods or services are both received by a non-resident taxable person except on the imported by him. By import means only export goods. Goods or services, we cannot claim the input tax credit by a non-taxable person. Goods or services are both used for the personal consumption. Goods lost, stolen, destroyed, write off, or disposed of by way of gift of free samples. Any tax paid in accordance with the provisions of Section 73, 129 and 130 of this Act. Section 74 is determination of taxes not paid or short paid or anonymously refunded or ITC wrongly aware or utilized for any reason other than fraud or any willful misstatement or suppression of facts. In that case also, taxpayer not able to claim the input tax credit. These are the ineligible input tax credit. While claiming input tax credit, we should check not transaction wise. We should check through names, party names. In that we can find up to some extent whether they are using for the business purpose or personal use. Hello. That's it. Thank you. Okay. నో సార్. ఏదైనా అంటే ఫార్మాట్ ఏదైనా చూపించమంటే చూపిస్తాను సార్. అంతే అంటే 99C. In GST.
So DRC will pay in DRC 03.
We can amend invoice, sir.
Amend.
One. In GST. And we can pay. Yeah. We can pay. In subsequent month. We can pay through DRC 03. Otherwise, we can pay through GSTR preview also. We can pay, sir. Yeah, next subsequent month. టర్న్ ఓవర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ డబ్బులు వస్తుంది కదండి సార్. యాక్చువల్గా అక్కడ మార్చ్ ఏప్రిల్లో కూడా తీసుకుంటాం, మళ్ళీ మేలో కూడా తీసుకుంటే టర్న్ ఓవర్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంటుంది. ఓకే, దెన్ వి షుడ్ యాడ్ టర్న్ ఓవర్ అండ్ ఓకే సార్. దెన్ వి షుడ్ యాడ్ ఫర్ ద టర్న్ ఓవర్ అండ్ yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. 4 and 5, sir. Uh, uh.
Hello? Yes, sir. Yes. I had seen, but I had not done, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Okay. 2 lakhs, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. No, sir. We just, in 3B, we won't mention that that turnover belongs to them. Okay. I don't know, sir.
Yes, sir. 3,35,000.
Yes, sir. Column, the 10 and 11, that in that person, in that thing. Okay. 10, sir. 10. 10, sir. Supplies are the, supplies are the tax declared through amendment. What's the Sir, I think 10 only because you have paid excess, no? Okay, 1 second. Yes, sir. In the validation sheet, you are telling whether you are okay. Yes, yeah, you have to add, sir. 10 you have to add. Yeah, yeah. Then you should put, then also you have to add 10 only, sir. Yes, sir. You should done it. 18, 19. 18, 19. 18, 19. Ah, okay, okay. Yes, sir. Mm. At 19, 20. Okay. Then it should be disclosed in 11, sir. 11. Mm. 11 only, sir. Ah, yes. Yes. No, no, sir.
Yes, sir. 18, 19 turnover. Sir, 10. Yes, sir. No, sir.
I can hear. Yes, sir. No, no. No.
Yes, sir. Aye, sir. 2 lakhs, sir. Oh my God. So 18, 19 taxes are paid in 18, 19 only, sir. 18, 19 reversal. Table 4, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Sir. Hello. 1 lakh, sir. 18, 19. 1 second. Sir, we will not disclose that one, sir. We already 10. Yes, sir. No dis. Sir. Sir. Sir, 15,000 we can declare in the next GST audit. Hello, sir. 15,000 we can declare in next year GST audit or IA. Uh, 2018-19 after March, April to September we can disclose in that. Reversal of ITC, I think. Table 4 and you have to pay DRT. Sir? And exempt turnover also add, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Sir, idili. Table 4. Table 4 column ఉంది sir. Tax payable of table 4. Tax ಹೌದು. ಮುದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yes. Sir. No, sir. Okay, sir. Sir. Okay. Turnover paid in 1819. It will automatic auto populate. Total 1819. 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 35,000. 10%. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir. 6,300 last year payment, 1920's payment, sir. And 18,000 is 1718's payment. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir? Sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one sec, I'm just seeing it out. Then so 2,700 you have to add it out, sir. Yes, sir. Ishita. Sir, even this 35,000, it is not been disclosed only, no, sir? This 35,000. Okay. Yes, sir. Sir. Bye. Sir, 410, huh? Sir, 1,800. Minus, sir. Ten minus lakh.
Hi, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Two lakh 40, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello? No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Seventeen, 18. 1718 eligible credit taken in 1819, sir. And in table 6, sir. Seventeen, 18. Okay, last year in the table 6 we will disclose. Sorry, once again, details of ITC about during the financial year. Seventeen, 18, 3. No, sir. In 17, 18 it will not come.
Sir, in 1819 in table 6 it will come, sir. Okay. No, sir. Okay.
Hello, sir. Sir. 17, 18 taken in 18, 19. Sir, in 13 ITC availed for the previous financial year is there, no? There we can show. Table 13. And in 17, 8, other table 8, 8C, sir.
Yeah, very good. Okay. People, 8C.
Hello.
Yeah, table 8C. Okay.
Yes.
17, 18. Why my voice is getting
Hello.
low?
Sir, tell me.
Okay.
8C, sir.
Sir. 8C. 8C. Yes, very good. Very good.
sir. Yes, sir. No, 893. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir. Sir, I have small doubt, sir. In 1718 audit, why we show in table 13, sir? No, eligible. Previous question. Previous question. In we don't show in table 13. Okay. In 1718 audit, previous previous financial year means, sir? Okay. Okay. Okay, here previous financial year means 1718 only. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. 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 No, sir. No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, no, okay. No. Okay. 1780 ineligible credit taken. Hmm. Okay. Okay. In DRC 03 we can revert it. Oh. 270. 8C only. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. In 1890. Yeah. Other reversal. We, yes, sir. Yes, other reversal. The 12, sir. 12. 12. Put tax credit can be reversed or avoided through the annual return. taxpayer finds themselves liable for reversing any income tax credit. They do the same in Form TRC-03. Okay. 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 Oh. Mm. అది 8F లో ఇనెలిజిబుల్ అని వేయచ్చు. 8F లో ఇనెలిజిబుల్ మెన్షన్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే. ఓకే.
ಸರಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ಐಡಿ ಮೊದ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಕಳ್ಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರಿ, ನಾನು ಜಾಗ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.